So in today's new lesson, this is lesson 46. The main focus today is IELTS speaking part 2. And the main topic that we're going to talk about today is about food, okay? Mhm. So to start with, I'm showing you here the different kinds of food. And what you need to do is uh, I want you to write the ingredients, okay? So
Sorry, teacher. Yes, we have we only have 4 lessons left until the end of the course.
yeah, yes, right, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm, right. So when do you plan to sit the test or take the exam, Kenneth? Do you have any date to take the test?
Yes, we have a test.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to again, what we need to do right now is I want you to look at the picture here. I will show you here a different food, okay? And I want you to, there are six, I'm gonna show you here six different types of different food. So we have here a pizza, we have here fried rice, we have chicken soup, we have omelets, we have bread, and we have bun, okay? Now what you need to do here is, since this is offline, so I want you to choose one food, okay, or one dish, and I'd like you to tell me its ingredients. So, for example, if you choose here, for example, omelets, all right, so you're going to tell me what the ingredients are. So, for example, of course, the main ingredients. So we have to write here for example, we can say the main ingredients, right? So the main ingredient here is, of course, egg, and then we have there's also spring onions, salt, tomato, etc. Okay, so I want you to choose one. So choose one food here, and I want you to think of its ingredients. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to prepare for this task. All right. And again, I want you to choose one food or dish, and I want you to write its ingredients. Okay. So let's begin.
Yes, we will describe. Sorry. Yes, we will describe it long or short.
Right. Describe the ingredients of the food. Okay. So
Yes,
what?
long or short.
Um, you have to. What is that? Just think of the ingredients. Okay. So long or short, that doesn't matter. Okay.
Yes.
So 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes to prepare for this task. All right. All right, so Kenneth, what food did you choose and what ingredients does this food have? Kenneth, can you start?
Sorry, yeah, give me 2 minutes.
Okay, sure, yeah. How about Shang? Shang, you finished?
I think yes.
All right, so Shang, which food did you choose and what do you think are the ingredients of this food? Shang.
I choose the picture number 3. I
So what is that? That's a chicken noodle soup, right?
yes.
Chicken soup, okay? Yeah. Can you
The
start? Yeah.
first I see some chicken and chili. There are also green onion.
Mm.
The last soup. Yes.
Some green onions, of course, chicken, spring onions, soup, salt, what else? Maybe some garlic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and some sauce, right? How about Kenneth? Kenneth, what did you choose? Yeah, Kenneth, what food did you choose, Kenneth?
Yes, I will choose number one.
That's bread, like a sandwich, banh mi, okay? So what do you think are
Um
the main ingredients? Yes, can you start?
I think bánh mì is have several simple ingredients.
Mm.
Um I think the main ingredient is
The main, okay.
the okay, it's the mean,
Uh,
yes. Meat,
Meats, okay.
such as pork,
Um,
uh, it is contains pate, which makes the sandwich rich
Sandwich.
and creamy. Yes.
Mm.
I think vegetable, fresh
Vegetable.
ve- vegetables
Mm.
like cucumber, or something also are ingredients. Bread. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that because
Mm.
it is not my. I don't have more um vocabulary about it. Yeah.
Food. Yes, no problem, no problem. So we'll learn some vocabs about food here. So we have here the ingredients, okay? So we have now today we're going to check here um countable and uncountable nouns, right? So we can see here, for example, There are 12 eggs. There's 1 cheese, 4 bottles of milk, 6 carrots, aren't any bananas, and a bottle of something. Now, for countable and uncountable nouns, all right? So, some and any, okay? So let me show you here how to use some and any. So for some, we are going to use this when we describe something positive. All right? So for example, there are some there are some for example 6 carrots, right? So for some we use here positive. For any should negative or question, negative or question. So for example, um, negative or question. For example, there isn't any eggs, okay, or there aren't any eggs. Any eggs in the fridge, for example. Or question, for example, are there any eggs? Are there any eggs in the fridge? Yes. So for the word any, we're going to use this to describe as negative or a question. All right. Now here, let us check here some vocabs, adjectives to talk about food. So I want you to put them in the right column, either positive or negative. For example, enjoy. Yes, enjoy, that's positive. And the next one here, we have too spicy, that's negative, okay? So I want you to put the highlighted words here according to the right column. Are they positive or negative? Okay. Yeah. All right, so let us compare our answers. So, Sean, can you tell me if it's positive or negative? It takes too long to cook. Sean, is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Yeah, this one. Is this positive or negative?
Uh, Negative.
Negative. How delicious is positive? How about quick to make? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive, right. Okay, and tasty?
Uh, Positive.
Positive, all right. How about Ming? How about convenient? Positive or negative? Ming Cook, right? How about convenient? Is it positive or negative? Right.
Teacher, convenient, positive.
Yes, not keen on. How about not keen on? Positive or negative?
Um, not keen on. Positive.
It should be negative. How about so strange? Positive or negative?
Social and searching. Negative.
That's negative, right? Fresh and healthy, positive or negative?
Negative.
Right. Fresh and healthy, that should be positive, okay?
Yeah.
And don't like the taste, that's negative. Can't stand, that's negative. And too chewy, that's also negative, okay? So let us check another other adjectives here. We have, for example, words to describe food. We have sweet, sour, spicy, salty, bitter, oily, crunchy, chewy, bland, means no taste, bland, okay? Creamy, and be allergic to. For example, I am allergic to chicken, or I am allergic to eggs, for example. So we can say be allergic to plus food, okay? So that's how we use the words here, right? As you can see, this is an example speaking answer for part one, and you can see here the use of complex sentences, subject verb agreement, okay? So we have here and also, so, because, but, and so on. So each question you should try to answer this for at least 2 to 3 sentences, okay? So it's clear here, 2 to 3 sentences for each question, all right? So I want you to answer these questions here, questions 1, 2, 3, all right? And I want you to have your own answer. This is a model answer here. First question here is, what kind of food is popular in your country? This is one question. Second question is, what do you think of Western food? And third question is there any kind of food you don't like? Okay. So again, I want you to answer questions 1, 2, and 3, and you have to answer this. Answer the each question with at least 2 to 3 sentences. Okay. So let's prepare for 3 minutes for this task. All right. Okay, so Kenneth, you finished? You done?
Yes.
Okay. So Kenneth, let's talk about food. What kind of food is popular in your country?
Yes. In my country have several food is very popular population. But bánh mì is very popular, especially among young people,
Um,
because it is cheap and convenient and
mm.
very tasty. So people
Tasty,
often
tasty.
tasty, yeah.
Yes,
So
right.
people often eat it for breakfast or lunch.
What do you think of Western food?
Yes. Uh, mm, I think. Sorry.
Ah, yes. Second question, yes. You finished with second, third. You finished with the second and third question. This is the second question again. This one.
Yes. I think I really enjoy lemon because it is crispy on the outside and short inside.
Um,
It also has a savory closure
mm,
thanks to the meat and vegetables and sauce.
yes. Is there any kind of food you don't like?
Yes, there are some kinds of food I don't really like, especially dishes that are too spicy. Yeah. I
Spicy.
I can I can't eat a little chili.
Mm,
Chili, yeah. But if the food is extremely spicy, is becomes uncomfortable and I comfortable and not delicious for me. Yeah.
mm. Right. Let's hear from Shang. Shang, you finish?
I just finished
All right.
two,
So question number two, right?
two
Shang?
and one.
Question one. How about Ming? Ming Cook, did you finish all questions?
Yes, teacher.
Right. So let's talk about food. Ming, what kind of food is popular in your country?
I think in my country,
Mm.
especially in the Mekong region, many people enjoy traditional food
Mm.
uh, like hot dog and noodle soup.
Mm.
Their dishes are very fast because uh, we have we have a lot of seafood and vegetables. Yeah,
Vegetables, yeah. Mm.
the food is usually a little sweet and powerful.
Mm.
Yes.
Right. What do you think of Western food?
I think Western food is uh, tasty and convenient.
Tasty, yeah.
Yes. For example, pizza and fried chicken are easy to eat and quick to order. However, they can be weak or oily, so I don't eat them very often.
Mm.
That's all.
Is there any kind of food you don't like?
Yes, I don't really like very bitter food. Mm, such as bitter melon soup. And though it's healthy, the taste is too strong for me. I prefer food that is sweet or slightly spicy.
Mm.
That on for my talk.
Right, so let's hear from Shang. Shang, you finish?
Yes,
Mm. So, Shang, let's talk about food. What kind of food is popular in your country?
I'd like to introduce you Phở. It's the most famous food in my country because it's loved by a lot of foreigners and local people.
Um, right. What do you think of Western food?
Well, I haven't eaten any Western food, so I don't know how to talk about this food, but I watched a video and that topic video was how to cook a pizza, and I think it's good.
Is there any kind of food you don't like?
Yes, I'm not enjoy eating fish at all because
Mm.
it has some special smell, and I really don't like that smell.
Mm.
That's it.
Okay. So let's move to our next part here, which is speaking part two. So the topic for speaking part two is describe a popular meal from your country that you like to eat. So you should say here what meal is, why it is popular in your country, why you like it, and say why you would recommend it to a visitor to your country. Now, before that, I want you to listen and complete the notes, okay? So listen first to someone talking about the meal. So what the meal is, why is this meal popular in her country? Why does she like it? And why does she recommend this to the guest or visitor? Okay. So let's listen and complete the notes.
Track 39.
I'm going to talk about an Italian dish, risotto. It's a rice dish, and most people in my country enjoy it. Unlike in most countries, we fry the rice with onion in olive oil before we add any liquid. We don't cook it in water, but a kind of soup or broth, which can be made of meat, fish, or chicken. I'm from Milan, and our traditional risotto is made using saffron, which gives the dish a beautiful yellow color. It's a very creamy and delicious dish. We usually have it as a starter, not as the main meal. Firstly, I think that it's popular in my country because, and not a lot of people know this, but Italy is one of the biggest producers of rice in Europe. It's very simple to cook, and as I said before, you can use all types of ingredients. anything that you can find in the fridge. Also, Italians don't like to waste food. So if you have some fish or some meat and it isn't enough for a meal, you can always make risotto. I love it, first of all, because it always reminds me of home. My mother is very fond of cooking risotto, and if I was unhappy, she used to make it for me, and it always cheered me up. I don't live at home now, and so when I'm feeling homesick and missing my family, I always try to find an Italian restaurant and have some risotto. And secondly, I like it because it's a great meal to make for friends. Easy to prepare, but very tasty. You can get risotto everywhere nowadays, but it isn't always that good. If you visit my country, especially the northern part, I recommend that you try to taste risotto there. It really is special, and I promise that you will find it different to any risotto that you have tasted before.
Okay, so let's listen one more time. I'll just give you one example here. Italian dish. It's called a rice dish. Okay. So let's listen one more time and let's find the correct answer for. Just fill in the notes here. Okay.
Track 39.
I'm going to talk about an Italian dish, risotto. It's a rice dish, and most people in my country enjoy it. Unlike in most countries, we fry the rice with onion in olive oil before we add any liquid. We don't cook it in water, but a kind of soup or broth, which can be made of meat, fish, or chicken. I'm from Milan, and our traditional risotto is made using saffron, which gives the dish a beautiful yellow color. It's a very creamy and delicious dish. We usually have it as a starter, not as the main meal. Firstly, I think that it's popular in my country because, and not a lot of people know this, but Italy is one of the biggest producers of rice in Europe. It's very simple to cook, and as I said before, you can use all types of ingredients. Anything that you can find in the fridge. Also, Italians don't like to waste food. So if you have some fish or some meat and it isn't enough for a meal, you can always make risotto. I love it, first of all, because it always reminds me of home. My mother is very fond of cooking risotto, and if I was unhappy, she used to make it for me, and it always cheered me up. I don't live at home now, and so when I'm feeling homesick and missing my family, I always try to find an Italian restaurant and have some risotto. And secondly, I like it because it's a great meal to make for friends. Easy to prepare, but very tasty. You can get risotto everywhere nowadays, but it isn't always that good. If you visit my country, especially the northern part, I recommend that you try to taste risotto there. It really is special, and I promise that you will find it different to any risotto that you have tasted before.
Okay, so Kenneth, did you find the answer? Why is this dish popular in her country?
Yes. Because I can listen in Italy have a biggest uh producers of rice
uh,
and uh it is and they don't want waste food, so yeah.
yeah, right. So they're the biggest, Italy, the biggest producer of rice. And yes, they don't want to waste food, so they make this dish called a risotto.
Yes,
Simple and
it's
reuse food.
relatable.
Yeah. And why does she like it? Sham, did you find the answer, Sham? Why does she like it?
I think The mom cook for her.
Ah, right, right, very good. So it reminds of her home. Her mom cooks for her, and it's also a great meal, great way to make meal for friends. And Min Cook, why does she recommend this to visitors or friends? Did you hear the answer?
Teacher, I can hear delicious and
Ah,
healthy many vegetable special
right,
local flavor.
right,
Um, must try in sometime Vietnam.
right. It is delicious, all right, and it's special in the northern part of Italy. Okay. Now here I want you to here's the vocabs, okay? When describe useful vocabs when describing food. I will send this to your Zalo, everyone, so you can practice talking about dish, all right? So here, and you can also check the PDF file that I sent to your Zalo. So this is new vocabulary, food, okay? So what you need to do right now is I want you to yes, I want you to now we have some vocabs here. Also, I will send this to Zalo, everyone. So you can use them in your speaking, okay? Mm. So we have some new words here. We have be fond of means like, okay? Like love. For example, my mom is fond of cooking, or I'm not really fond of preparing dish or cooking, all right? So be fond of means like, love, or be keen on. We have hot pot is always best in cold weather, right? Be made of means ingredients, best in, right? So for example, eating barbecue, I think is best in cold weather or best in winter season. We also have here different kinds of meats, all right? So we have lamb, sheep or goat meat, beef, cow meat, pork, pig meat. Containers, we can say bottles, boxes, glasses. Be allergic to food. For example, I'm allergic to eggs, so I got some itch whenever I eat too many eggs. Can't stand something, meaning you don't really like it. Okay, so for example, when I first tried sushi, I couldn't stand eating it. Okay, so the eat here means the sushi, all right? Because it's bland, all right? So can't stand something means you absolutely don't like it. Okay. Texture is the meat texture, the skin, the texture. Okay, soft. For example, I don't really like eating beef because oftentimes the texture is hard. Okay, yes, and something reminds you of home. For example, my mom's food reminds me of my home. We have here a great meal to make for friends, or a great way to make a meal for friends. And we can also say here it's very simple to cook. All right. So these are just some of the few vocabs that we learned from the script, and I want you to check the Zalo file I sent you there, the new vocabs. So today, I want you to describe. So here's an example answer from the audio scripts. Okay. So I want you to describe a popular meal in your country that you like to eat. Okay. So describe it. Okay. And again, you should say what the meal is, why it is popular in your country, why you like it, and say why you would recommend it to a visitor to your country, okay? So I'm gonna give you enough time to prepare, around 3 to 5 minutes, so you can focus on the quality of your answer, all right? And after that, I want you to speak your answer in the class, okay? All right, so Kenneth, do you finish? Sean, you finish, Sean?
No.
Right, how about Ming Cook, you finish?
Sorry, teacher.
Right. So I will give you this as your homework, everyone. So I want you to prepare your answer for this question, okay? So again, the question here is ask you to describe a popular meal from your country that you like to eat, okay? So there's a model answer here. And what you need to do is I want you to do this as your homework. And if you can still meet on Sunday, I'd like you to speak your answer in the class, okay? So that's all for today's meeting, everyone. Thank